Hello, everyone. Welcome to some kind of whiskey, cognac, rum, whatever I happen to have lying around review. So, basically, what this is I'm a guy who just got home from work and feels like having a drink, and I'm gonna pull out a bottle of something that I want to have a sip of here, and I'm also gonna kind of review it. Now, to give you a little backstory, I actually tried to do a semi-serious whiskey review a few days ago, and it didn't really go that well. I was trying to drink it and find something in there to talk about, and I can't do it. I don't really know what it is, how those other guys do it, but I can't identify some other fruit or food or material that I can, say, you think of this and you can imagine what this glass tastes like. I just couldn't do it. Um, by the end, I think I made a couple of observations that I happened to notice some other reviewers also made. I felt pretty good about that. But by the by the end, I realized, at least for now, I'm not ready for the big time of whiskey reviews. But I can drop the pretense and let you know right from the beginning that you're basically just going to be watching a dude drink some alcohol, and maybe I'll still try. I'll go through the format. We'll see what does it look like, how does it smell, what's the palate like, um, and then by the end you'll have no actual real useful information for you probably, but you will get to perhaps get introduced to an alcohol you don't know. Or if you're like me, and I'll put the alcohol in the title, so maybe you found this because you're drinking it right now. You might be like me that you like to see what other people think of whatever you're drinking at that moment. I do that sometimes. You look for a written review, you look for a YouTube video, and just basically it's like you're drinking with somebody else and you're talking about it together. So if you're doing that, then, well, this will help pass the time. So, with that being said, let's just get into it, right? So the last this glass, I've done some damage with this glass before. The last review, I drank like four of these things. I kept refilming it, hoping that one of these times I would finally have something to say. But anyway, this glass is back for another round, and it's going to be filled with this. That's right, Santa Teresa 1796. We've got a rum here today from Venezuela, product of Venezuela. Can you see that right there? Product of Venezuela. It's called 1796 because it was founded in 1796. Seems pretty good to me. Bottled at 40%. So, yeah, nothing too intimidating here. And it's rum. I like rum. I like whiskey too. I like cognac. But something about rum, it's just kind of exotic, right? I mean, aside from Puerto Rico, I've never been to the Caribbean. I've never been to South America. Yeah, I've been to a couple of Central American countries, but I've never drank rum on those trips. So for me, the idea of thinking about how this is made, where it's made, the weather down there, everything, it's got the kind of that exotic feel, which is sort of fun. It's a little different than sipping cognac in France or being in like the barren, harsh Scottish Highlands, getting your ass kicked by some freezing rain weather and stuff. I mean, they make good stuff, but still, this is sort of like adventure mode, right? Now we're in adventure mode, like by the equator. So I've got this cool looking bottle, right? I think it's a good looking bottle, and the color of the liquid looks good in the bottle, which I guess is kind of stealing the thunder for when I pour it in the glass, because guess what? It's the same color in the glass as it is in the bottle. But let's get started here. So we've got this Santa Teresa rum. Picked it up in duty free. That's where I do most of my damage. I live in a Asian country right now that has some pretty significant tariffs on the alcohol, and dude, it's like robbery out there trying to buy that. I can't enjoy it because I basically spent as much on the bottle as I would at a, per glass as I would at the bar. So that takes a little bit of the fun out of it. So duty free shows up, and I jump. And this one I found, it's probably still 70 or 80 bucks. You know, it's about as high as I go. I know this one wasn't a cheap one. Um, but yeah, you know, I think it's good. It's a full liter, so not bad. So as you can see, no big surprises. It still has that dark red, dark amber brown color there, and it looks good, right? It looks like a pretty, you know, it's a full-bodied type of effect, which I like to see. It almost looks like I'm going to start drinking syrup here. So, of course, as is custom in these reviews, the next thing to do is to, you know, give it a little whiff and see what you pick up on the nose. It's, well, it smells like rum. It smells like good rum. Yeah, it smells really good. I mean, this is, you know that this is going to be pretty enjoyable to drink, which is basically why I picked this tonight. I mean, look, this is review number 1. I didn't really have to be too creative with my choices. I just picked the thing I wanted to drink. So, yeah, man, it's got that. It's just got that feel. 'Cause, you know, it's when you drink like, you know, not very good rum. It's got that distinctive rum taste, but it's also like setting warning bells off in your head, like, don't drink this. This isn't doing that. This just has a very deep, deep, soft rum scent. I mean, it's just like pulling you in. So, well, why resist? Let's have a quick sip here. See what we get on the palate. I need a better vocabulary. It tastes like good rum. The mouthfeel is good. It just kind of coats your mouth. It's pretty it's pretty thick. Now, you know, I've done a little reading about rum. I don't know if this is one of the ones that, you know, has some added sugar in there that kind of, you know, gives it that sweetness or anything else. But, you know, it does have a little bit of a, yeah, it's sweet. It's heavy-ish feeling, but it's good. Mild alcohol burn at the end, but certainly nothing that is harsh in any way. You know, it's what you want. You don't want to drink this and have it go down like nothing. You want a little bit of a, you know, little signal there, a little burn that says, "Hey, this is alcohol, baby. Let's enjoy this." And it's definitely got that. Yeah, good stuff. And by now you might be thinking, dude, what? I know you said this was going to be useless, but what does this taste like? I can't. If you're not drinking this, you're like, what? I need more, which is why I also pulled up this website here with actual reviews. You know, good old master of malt here. I don't want to get sued for basically reading their own stuff, so that's where it came from. But what they had on the nose was caramel sweetness. Sure, why not? Toffee brittle. What the heck is toffee brittle? Like how can you, does that even exist? How can you pick that up on the nose when you don't even know what that is? Toffee brittle. Does that help you guys? Because it doesn't help me, but let's take their word for it. Pepper. Pepper is actually something that I identified in my last review when I was tasting it. The not very good review. Maybe this isn't good either. But I was kind of wondering, because pepper, like, I would have trouble describing the pepper smell or taste, but certainly it has a sensation, right? Like when whether you eat it or when you smell it, it you know, it tingles or does something. So there is that, but I also noticed alcohol does the same thing. I was kind of wondering, you know, is it pepper, or is it just a similar sensation to pepper, but it's just the alcohol? So whatever. And the other ones they had were cooked apple. You know, whatever. It's a sweet type of aroma, and foam banana sweets. what the heck is foam banana sweets? Is that even a real thing? So that's the nose. All right, that's what they had on the nose. And for the taste, on the palate, So our buddies at Master of Malt, and I swear, guys, I'm not affiliated with them. I just didn't want to totally waste your time here. They went with vanilla and rich notes of butterscotch, molasses. Why not, right? The sugary sweet thing, and chocolate. I always wonder, like, does it really taste like chocolate, or do they just like to put that in there because it's just like everybody loves chocolate? It triggers your brain. It's like, oh, I like chocolate. I like that rum. I don't know. And of course, they mentioned the banana sweet notes come back on the palate, and I kind of get it. Like, banana is one of those fruits that's not. It's not like a fruity thing, right? Banana has that subtle. It's just subtle differentness in terms of the fruits. It's got that earthy, fresh-ish type thing going on, and you're kind of like whatever. So yeah, I could see that being in here. Hints of Calvados, which I believe is a French liquor. I don't know. Is it made from apples? I'm not sure. And then on the finish, long fruity finish with caramel and nuts. Nuts, huh? I kind of get where they're going with this stuff, though, right? Like, it's not like you're drinking purified nuts over here, but it's sort of the maybe it's like the after effect, same after effect, that just sort of the whisper of something that after it disappears, there's something still there. So, guys, we made it to the end of that, whatever that was. I did not make it to the end of my glass, and it's tempting to just kind of keep talking about random stuff here while I drink this, but I'm assuming you've got better stuff to do, and my battery might die or something in the middle of this, so maybe I should just cut it short. But yeah, that was it. So today we had Santa Teresa 1796 from Venezuela, and it's good, man. It's if you don't mind spending 70, whatever, $80 on a bottle for the full liter. So maybe get a little cheaper at the normal sizes. Then yeah, you might want to consider this. It's a fun one. I'm pretty happy I picked this up. I got some more back there, so I might do a few more of these. But like I said, I buy this stuff when I go to duty free. I don't really want to be downing a whole bottle every week so that I can buy a new one and do a new review every week. So we're probably not going to be that frequent with these things, at least once I get through that stuff. But yeah, that was fun. This is good. So yeah, man, if you're gonna have some of this, enjoy. Cheers. If you're drinking right now, enjoy it and bottoms up and all that stuff. But looking forward to the next one of these, whenever it might be. And of course, always happy to hear comments from strangers wherever you are around the world who somehow happen to find your way to this video. And let me know what you thought of this, what you thought of that if you're having it, or just give me some recommendations for anything to try, because I'm always up for some interesting, good, new, alcohol, liquor to go hunt down. So, all right, enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is. Peace.